look like without non-South Africans?
Bafethu, King Leola. Bafethu, I don't normally stitch videos, but naming te eating comment go this thing because I'm very much passionate about the law and how the law works in the borders of South Africa. While I have noticed ukuthi most South Africans that are benefiting from the chaos that our people are subjected to would always have something to say, because these are the people, they are in positions of privilege, they are in positions of power, they are influencers of the society, and people tend to listen to what these people say. Why one? Even if these people are saying something wrong, people tend to believe the nonsense that these people are saying. Ngikhuluma ngani bafethu? Ngikhuluma ngale issue le yakaSomizi right now, where he's actually asking a question to say, how would South Africa look like without non-South Africans? And I want us to underline the word non-South African. Now, you can tell, look to this person, we capitalist, and he's well trained, because he doesn't want to trigger the emotions of South Africans, because he understands the type of, tension there is now regarding the issue of foreigners in the country. What he's actually using semantics when he speaks. This is 101 semantics, where he's controlling, the anger, the expectation, and the view of the people who are going to actually watch the video. But iting moshiskati iting answer. But it's very much concerning ukuthi you are asking this question, and you, as a dinosaur, you should actually have answers to that question, because you have lived through all the stages of apartheid. But at least in Mina, when I was born, it was actually at the end of it, where it was black on black violence. That time when IFP APs in Abantu emalokishini. That's when I was born, Mina. But South Africa would be a beautiful place, like it was before Lamaza got here. It was a beautiful place. And remember, we come from a background or a historical, life experiences where white people also exploited our grandparents, and they also exploited our parents. So, right? Something that you wouldn't know about because of the type of background that you're coming from. But thina laba esikhulele emalokishini, esahlala emalokishini namanje, will tell you ukuthi that which you read about, that which you see on the news, thina we are experiencing it. That illegal foreigner that you are referring to, you don't know ukuthi ebusuku emalokishini bayenzani labantu, because lama 200 maninikeza wona la kuma parking lots, it's not enough for them to can survive. But mababuya bazohlala nathi emalokishini, izinto abazenzayo ebusuku, wena you would never ever experience that, because uhleli kwakho lapha kuma high halls with security and everything. Thina sihlala next door to these people, and some of these crimes are done on us. Yabona? But anyway, back to your point. The reason why ngisho kanjalo is because our parents, they were never ever allowed to be anything that they want. And ukuthi during apartheid, our parents were forced to be garden boys. Our parents were forced to be domestic workers. Our parents were forced to be garden boys. That's why we have a song. My mother was a kitchen girl. My father was a garden boy. That's why. Because this is not part of your life. You have never experienced this. When we actile, but tina siphilile. That's the difference between me and you. And South Africans were never car guards. They were never car guards, even before apartheid. Even after now, we will never, when these people leave, South Africans will never ever be car guards. Because why? There's a disclaimer in each and every single shopping mall or center or whatever facility that says, and I can tell ukuthi we found this disclaimer, but thina laba esihlupekile siyayifunda uthiyami, because it's the difference between life and death. That disclaimer says the mall or whatever complex and third parties will not take responsibility of any damages or losses that will happen while your car is parked in their facility. It says that. And so, Mizi, to be honest with you, it is people like you that makes it possible ukuthi labantu basibize ngokuthi lazy. Why would you need somebody to help you park your car? So, Mizi, like seriously, why would you need that? No wonder these people are calling us lazy. So, Mizi, you know you should be using your status to promoting good governance. You shouldn't be promoting this nonsense, your lawlessness. And I wish Somizi ukuthi you could have dropped like addresses ukuthi where is this place okhuluma ngayo where 90% of the people that are working there are foreigners. I wish you should, because clearly you don't know what the Immigration Act says, ne? The constitution like high. Because if you did, you wouldn't be commenting like that. Yeah, but and as for your company, bro, you know, the audacity, you know, of you coming on social media and actually posting ukuthi abantu abakuthungelayo ama-foreigner. Bra, ngizothi ngithi ukubheka lapha kwi-scale ukuthi kwenzakalani, and then ngicela ukukhuluma ne-team yami sithi ukuvakashela lapho baba, you know, because baningi abantwana aba-studies ama-fashion design that are just waiting for an opportunity to come and work kuma-companies wenu, and you guys are exploiting i-cheap labor, nilanda lamakwerekwere nibafaka ey'panini. Hey, so Mizi, yazi sometimes ukhuluma kakhulu niyazipayisa nina ngokwenu ukuthi you are part of the problem esiyifacile thina la eMzansi. But anyway, it is what it is bafethu. Ngizokhuluma ne-team, maybe singakushaya nge-surprise sokuvakashele lapho, yabona, who knows. Yizo vele izinto esidume ngazo thina, yabona, compliance nomthetho. If you are not complying, definitely, but awuthi ngikhulume ne-team yami sibone ukuthi singayenza njani. Maybe singakushayela i-round out yami sibone ukuthi ngempela amaphepha walabantu aphelele. But next time just drop the address yale ndawo othenga kuyo, sibavakashele. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, bafethu, it is what it is, eh? Peace be upon you all.
Goeiemorgen. No, I'm cheese. Anyway, I just came back from the stores where it's a bakery, everything, restaurant, shop. Then I went to buy flowers, shop. Then I was reversing my car, and then the car got, stay with me. And a thought came into my mind with, hey guys, what does South Africa look like without non-South Africans that are working here right now? Because from the bakery to the restaurant, I doubt there's probably 2 South Africans and 40 non-South Africans, ne? And the flower shop, I doubt, I've never seen, I've been buying from these shops for over 20 years, but I don't think the last 10 years I've seen a South African. The flower shop, the vegetable shop, guys everywhere, right? And then the car guards, it's predominantly 99.99 non-South Africans. And I ask myself, hey, what does our country look like without these people? Right? Now, remember as well, our helpers, garden maintenance, security. Hey, guys, let's say they are all gone. Are we South Africans capable of doing the jobs that they are doing? Because, and please don't get me wrong, it is just an imagination. Are South Africans capable of becoming car guards? So the question stands. Please answer here. There's only South Africans left. What does your South Africa look like? Based on the work that these non-South Africans have taken over, including nightclubs. Hey, guys, including salons. Hey, felt we are in shit. We are in shit because, and I'm also guilty because my helper is from Zimbabwe. My garden guy is from Malawi. My tailor, one Zimbabwean, two Malawians, one Africans and one Zulu. The guys that work at Sompire, in terms of tailoring, Sompire firm. And my experience in terms of delivery for the tailoring part, the South African employee is at the bottom of that in terms of delivery. They're slacking. It's the attitude, it's the excuses. Okay, let's have a conversation, a very healthy conversation. Imagine your South Africa with just 100% South Africans. What does it look like in terms of service delivery?
Hello Mzansi, welcome to Mgosi waseMzansi. Somizi is under fire ngemva kwevideo yakhe la wayenda few weeks back akhuluma ngema-foreigners ukuthi he's asking himself ukuthi i-South Africa ingaba njani without ma-foreigners because ma-foreigners akhuthela ebenda yena futhi njena evela usebendelwa ama-foreigners kuphela uqeshe ama-foreigners because ba-dedicated bayasebenda nje wakhuluma lokuningi mrhwebha nkosi yami lokuqasula ema-South Africans lamaningi kokuthi hayibo kahlahla usithathe serious uyasibona thina silwa kokuthi labantu bahambe kona ukuthi ba-right bayasebenza uqasha bona like what do you mean? So uyaphendula lo bhuti uthi ukhulumiswa ngusutha when speaking out of privilege because labantu awuhlala nabo uhlalela leni emadrobheni abaku-affecti ngalutho thina sihlala nabo lamakhaya siyabati ukuthi banjani siyabati ukuthi bazelela kangakanani bantshontsha kangakanani benda bugebengu kangakanani uyakhuluma because awuhlali nabo labantu ne-apartheid awuyati ngisho nokuyati nje wagcina ngokuyi-actor kuphela wena ukasukhulu uhlupheka abadala bakho khule bama-actor udla nje kusale so uyekela bantu labadiko ukuthi ma-foreigners ayinhlupho kangakanani e-South Africa bakhulume. People are saying ukuthi so disappointed in Somizi ngenkulumo yakhe because ukhuluma kanjani into lefana nale. Usho ukuthi yena vela kaboni ma-foreigners ukuthi abhedza kangakanani e-South Africa. Uzwe uyasho lo bhuti ukuthi uyafisa nokuthi ngawishilo ligama lalenkampani lakhuluma ngayo lathi almost 90% yabantu labasebenza lapha nabama-foreigners bathi kuyivakashela leyo nkampani leyo because what? Do comment your thoughts down on the comment section. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next one. I'm signing out. Goodbye.